Hello, my name is Cy Lewis, and I'm the Executive Director of Meadows Eastside Community Resource Organization and the host of your new show, Cy's Green Scene. I'm here to talk to you about energy and sustainability. It's very important in our communities that we have the information that we need for the changing landscape of sustainability. Everything from solar to electric vehicles to LIHEAP and CETA, how we can have cost-saving measures and beyond. But before we get to that, let me tell you a little bit about me. As the Executive Director of Meadows Eastside since 2019, I have put a lot of my energy into finding out about what it takes to make our communities sustainable. That meant attending many meetings for companies like ComEd, Nicor Gas, CETA, and learning more about LIHEAP so that I would be prepared to inform you about the services that will be coming up for you in the future. Green energy is new energy. So moving forward, what we'll be discussing on this show is how do we contact those people who we need to move us to the next step. Are you interested in weatherization? What are the parameters for weatherization? Everything from who is eligible, what income qualified means, what low income means, and beyond. Also, if you've been approached about solar, we want to make sure that you're clear on what solar means to having panels put on your home, to having a side freestanding solar, cost and no cost. All of these things are going to be important in terms of moving you forward. So, for instance, if you would like to have weatherization, who would you contact for weatherization? Would it be CETA or would it be LIHEAP? If you need assistance with your utility bills, where do you get that assistance? If you're having problems with the assistance that you've requested, where do you get that assistance? So it sounds like a lot of questions, but my goal here is to let you know that this is the place that you'll be able to get those answers. I will be bringing subject matter experts to sit to the table with me and to answer your questions. You'll have the opportunity to reach out to me at sizegreenscene@gmail.com to ask any questions so that I may be able to pose those questions to our subject matter experts. So it's important that you understand that this green scene is for you. Cy is here to make sure that you have a complete understanding. As we move forward, one of the things that you'll see is there is also the changing landscape of employment for sustainability, and that is everything from being a solar installer to working in the weatherization program to doing green and clean in your community and what that means to your community. It's a lot of information to digest, but don't worry, I've got everything under control over here for you. It is definitely my intention for the community to understand that it's as simple as asking the question, dialing the number, and doing the research. So I'll be doing all of that for you as we go through this program. So our first program is going to be featured around CETA and LIHEAP and what those things mean to you as a community member. We are right now in the middle of our first cold spell in Chicago's winter. It's important that your heat and your utilities are up to date. So we want to bring CETA on so that we can talk about what you are eligible for, what weatherization looks like, what LIHEAP can pay for, how much money they will put in these fundings that they do for you, as well as when that funding should be expected when your bill is due. As the coldness has come upon us, we've gone through a very, very mild winter. And next week, we're expecting a very, very cold vortex to come through. So we also want to talk about safety, what it means to be safe in your environment, how to ensure that your fire extinguishers, if you do not have one, how to ensure that you have one, how to ensure that your smoke detectors are alert and ready, and how to deal with having heaters in your space. So we plan to cover, I'd say, just about anything around sustainability, safety, and what can take you to the next level. So what I'd like to talk to you about right now is there anyone that you're looking forward to seeing on this show to ask questions? If you are, again, you can contact me at sizegreenscene@gmail.com. You can email me your questions. We'll be talking about solar energy for your home and for your business. Exactly what does that mean? Is solar really free? Or is there a cost at the front or the back end? This is a question that I hear floating around the community often, and we want to ensure that you know about it. Are you interested in being a solar installer? What does going to training for that take? How can you be recommended for that? Do they accept people who have backgrounds? So those questions will be answered, but in short, yes. So training is available for all, males and females over 18. There are several different organizations that do training, and we are here to ensure that if that is something that you're interested in doing, it's available to you. And for my seniors, I know you always have a good question for me, so I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I want to be clear about what you're eligible for if you're living in a senior building or if you're living in a home or in an apartment. The weatherization program has changed immensely over the years, and there are a lot of things that are available to you, and we want you to take advantage of them. We also would like for you to take advantage of all of the service offerings through ComEd. If you are receiving a bill through ComEd, then you should be able to go on ComEd's website. If you do not have a computer or a smartphone that will allow you to do that, please connect with someone who does or a social service agency that does. We're happy to help you at Meadows Eastside, but we want you to know about all of the things that are available to you through ComEd's website. It's a store. You can get everything from light bulbs at a reduced cost. They offer at many times free things from smart thermostats for your freezer, for your furnace, not your freezer, though you may need a thermostat in your freezer. Because did you know having a thermostat in your freezer helps you to lower the cost of your energy bill? And you can buy a thermostat at any general store for as little as $3. So instead of having everything freezing in your refrigerator, as you keep it at the rate that it's supposed to be, you cut your energy costs. Those are other things that we would like you to know more about, how to cut your energy costs. So as we move through our segments, we want to be sure that we cover energy costs, savings, weatherization, LIHEAP, workforce development for solar, training. And if there's anything that you think that I should be talking about, shoot me an email. This show is for the community. It's about you. It's about having complete and total understanding. So I'm here to be your point person. Be your point person with those who are working in the energy space, in the sustainability space. You'll hear from nonprofit organizations. You'll hear from community organizers and activists who do a lot in this space. And then you'll find out tips to help you move to the next level in lowering your bills and getting things for your property that you need through the energy efficiency programs. So if you're not familiar with the energy efficiency program, this is the place where you'll find out more about it, and you'll get to sit with me and the guests who can explain it from top to bottom. So you saw our solar energy information. So that's for our next guest. So our first month's guest is going to be on LIHEAP and CETA. The reason that we're going to start out with LIHEAP and CETA is because this is the time now for you to explore applying for these programs. These programs can make an immense difference in the cost. So let me tell you about some of the acronyms we use. I said to you, if you're income qualified. So income qualified basis means that how much money you make in reference to how many people live in your household will determine whether or not you're qualified. So let me just throw out for instance, this example. You could be making $100,000 a year and still be income qualified. It depends on how many people are living in your house, because that's what's important. We do have income caps on some of our services, weatherization services, but don't hesitate to get information to see if this is what's going to work best for you. We want to ensure that you are warm in the winter and cool in the summer. And the best way to do that is to sign up for weatherization assessment. Weatherization assessments are free. It's not intrusive. It does not require a great deal of information. The goal here is to come into your home to ensure that there are not drafts, that you are situated to lower your energy output and increase the amount of money that you're saving. So again, if you have any questions, I am here to answer those questions. I'm excited about the prospect of sitting down to talk with the community as well as all of the guests that will be coming in. And I just want you to know that I'm here for you. Again, my name is Cy. Just call me Cy. Cy's Green Scene is going to be very instrumental this year in making you more comfortable in your home and learning about the sustainability space. Green energy is future energy, and it's important. It's also important for you if you have a business. It stands to hold the same. Green energy, clean energy is going to be what we're moving into our future with. So as you see the changing tide worldwide, we'll be expressing all of that information to you as well. We want you to understand what's going to be best for you, what it means to have an electric vehicle, what the cost savings are, what the government cost savings are for you deciding to get an electric vehicle, and what charging stations mean, what the costs of those are if you do have an electric vehicle, what's the electric vehicle charging station map if you already have an electric vehicle. So as you can see, there's a lot to be learned about sustainability and green energy. There's a lot to be learned about energy efficiency. And to be informed and be aware means that you are now in the energy efficiency space. So as we move forward, let's talk a little bit about what we can do to help you at Meadows Eastside. So meadowseastside.org is our website. You can feel free to look up all of the services that we offer. You'll see a copy of this flyer and many more that help to move you toward information on the green space. At Meadows Eastside, we will refer you to those who can help you with both energy efficiency, energy assistance, information, and LIHEAP. So as you can see, meadowseastside.org, that's us. We're at 2734 East 79th Street. Our doors are always open, but by appointment, because we don't want you to sit and wait if you have something urgent that you want to talk to us about. It's an exciting time in the city of Chicago. The funding that's coming in from the federal government to help with your energy efficiency needs is going to be very impactful. And as those impacts come, you will find yourself happy to be a part of Cy's Green Scene as CAN TV offers you programming that you can use that will change your life. So if you have a question, what will that question look like? It doesn't matter. Just send it. You've got all of my information. You've got a way to contact me, and I've got a way to put that information out to you. So thank you for stopping by, and we're looking forward to having you join us on Size Green Scene. And again, you can reach me at sizegreen@gmail.com. And as you see, it's no apostrophe in the email. So if you look on the solar flyer, it shows you at the very bottom, it's SYSGREENSCENE@gmail. Again, that's Size Green Scene, no apostrophe, @gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you and moving forward with information about the installation of services, commercial installation, residential installation. There's not very much that we can't talk about because we're going to bring in the specialist. What does it mean to have weatherization? So let's start here. Because it's winter already, let's start with how to get in touch with LIHEAP, how to get in touch with CETA. So you can go to CETA.org. That's CEDA.org. It will give you a list of all of the community resource organizations that are taking in applications for both LIHEAP and weatherization. So here's what they do for you. The first thing you must do is, upon contacting, is create a information portal for yourself. You'll go to the website and they will give you an opportunity to put in all of your information. Things that you want to have when you go to CETA to apply for assistance with your utility bills are your recent income, your ID, information on ID for all family members over the age of 18. Do not let the weather fool you into thinking, hey, I can just let my utility bill sit. The winter information for CETA goes all through the year. The funds are only available until they run out. So if you think that, well, they'll still have money by February because it'll still be winter, that all depends on how many people actually apply for CETA. So in order to ensure that you're not left out of this opportunity, it's important for you not to wait until your bill gets astronomical, but to go in and sign up and have them address the issues that you're having now. If your utility has been cut off, please contact CETA and LIHEAP so that you can get some help with that now. They'll take you through the application process and they will move you forward to try to ensure that you're not in a situation where you do not have utility services during the cold winter months. But again, these funds run out and there is no set date. It is a matter of how much of the funding is used. As we do the assessment on whether or not you need help with the assistance, stop into the weatherization portal. Sign up for weatherization. Have them come to your home and inspect your home to see where those cooling gaps are at. Where are you losing heat? Are you losing heat through your windows? Are you losing heat through your walls? Do you need vent shafts and installation? These are the things that they address in weatherization. So as you might be familiar, the old program, CETA would come in and do the weatherization program for you. They'd put up weather stripping around your door. They'd give you new light bulbs and change out all of the light bulbs in your home that were not LED and energy efficiency. Give you an aerator for your shower and your sinks and faucets. So things have changed over the years. The weather stripping is different. They're generally metal weather strippings. We want things that are going to last for you. Things that are changed in these programs include, are you eligible in this program to get a replacement for your non-energy efficient appliance? If you are eligible, these are things that can occur for you. The replacement of non-energy efficient appliance can lower your bills astronomically. It's very impactful. Everything from refrigerators and freezers to furnaces, water heaters, the air pump system, as well as air conditioners. If they're not energy efficient, talk to CETA and the weatherization program about what it takes to get these things replaced in your home. As we move forward here on Size Green Scene, it's very important to know also that one of the big components of the energy and sustainability field is what it means for how we work and play in our community. The jobs that are going to be necessary to do this work means that we will be increasing the workforce. If this is something that you're interested in, if you are a person that has a background and you need assistance having your background erased so that you can take the training or be a part of this new and burgeoning energy programs, then you can reach out to the Monroe Foundation that does expungements, and they do expungement programs. They also help to connect you with workforce development. The Monroe Foundation is monroefoundation.org. You can feel free to speak to Tomi Moore. That's Tomi Moore, Moore. If you have any questions about what it would take to have a record for a loved one or someone who has a background expunged so that they can get into the workforce development training and move into the space of sustainability and green energy, it's going to be the new thing for 2024 and beyond. And we don't want to be left out of these spaces. We want to ensure that you have an energy efficient home, which means that it will lower costs for you and give you funds to do those other things that are important in either at your property or however you feel that you need to save that money. These are cost saving measures from top to bottom. Everything that we'll be talking about are cost saving measures. I want you to be sure to go to meadowseastside.org. Look at our programs on energy efficiency. There is a porch light program, which we'll be speaking more about, that helps to encourage all of our neighbors to have a porch light that is LED efficient and floodlights on your back porch and in your backyard that are LED efficient. So remember, energy efficiency is more than just a word. It's how we live and play in our spaces. It's how we light up our spaces, how we warm our spaces, how we cool our spaces. We want to be able to take advantage of everything that's coming forward so that we can be a part of the green scene. And being a part of the green scene also means there'll be other things coming up for you. So for that, you'll have to stay tuned. What does Sai have that's going to be that gift for you? Will it be a coffee cup? Will it be a t-shirt? Or will it simply be a light bulb that'll change? So what we want to do is change the way that you see your community. We want to ensure that you're healthy, wealthy, well, and safe. So join me on Size Green Scene as we change the way we see our community.